Well, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 145 of the Let's Play world. And guess what? I finished the base. The interior still needs some work and some decorating, but the exterior of the base is totally done. So we built our storage rooms, and then on top of that we did our portal room, and then up here we've got our map room and our planning room. Above that we did our compass room and the armor trim room, and what I added was basically a little AFK space. And then above that we have these blackstone spires that go all the way to build limit. Let me back up a little bit here and I'll show you what this all looks like. So here you can see our compass room and the armor trim room, and I put these two spikes on top. The blackstone continues up, and there's just this tall, skinny AFK room here with some blackstone spires on top. This space here just has a bed, crafting table, chest, and this would be a great place just to hang out and keep the farms loaded without loading all of the caves down below. And then the blackstone just kind of goes up to the sky, and I have one more thing I want to add. So up here on top of the AFK room, I managed to get a tiny little pyramid of iron in here. And then when we put the beacon on top, that goes well beyond build limit, all the way up to the tippy top of the sky. And I think that makes the tower look impossibly tall. It's just a really cool look to have this thing just shoot off into space, basically. So, like I said, that's basically the tower. Exterior is finished. Interior's lots of work to do yet. But we'll work on that in between other projects. We still have a ton of exploring to do and lots of things on our wall of tasks. Lots of farms, lots of viewer suggestions. So we'll just kind of nibble at the interior as we go along and build other things. Speaking of exploring, last episode we came up with a bunch of pottery, some sniffer eggs, and some smithing templates. We also came up with some suspicious stew. I just wanted to eat one of these and see what it does. And that's it. Made me strong for like 1 second. This one do. That was saturation. The most boring of all of the effects. Makes you not hungry for a second. Ooh, night vision. And seems like it's going on a long time. Okay. That weakness? Oh, I'm blind. That's always fun. Jump boost. Finally. Night vision again. Well, fun. Also got some armor that we could potentially put some of the armor trims on. Speaking of armor trims, let's go ahead and run these up to our armor trim space. Oh my gosh, I forgot that you can equip boots. We've got our dune armor trims, and now we've got our coast. I quite like the coast armor trim. As far as armor trims go, it's probably one of my favorites. Some of them I'm not a big fan of. For example, Dune, the leggings and the boots are really, really busy, and it's just not a good look in my opinion. So we'll round up more of those before we do any actual trimming of armor. And run back down. One that I would like to acquire today is whatever lives inside of the ocean monument. I know that there's a few of those that we discovered out in that direction, and it'd be great to go in and acquire a couple of those at least. Let's see what else we got here. I brought over some candles and some cobwebs so we could do this sort of thing and, you know, do, like I was saying, some interior decorating, but we'll do that in a future episode. And the sniffer eggs. Boy, oh boy, we need to get over to the zoo at some point and get these guys going. And I don't think I want to do that quite yet because I want to do the sniffer and the camel all in one fell swoop. That way we can get the zoo kind of all done at once, and we can get some of the new flowers from the sniffer, and then we could do the conservatory of flowers back in the city, and I think that'll be great. Oh yeah, something else while I'm thinking about it, the compass. I grabbed this from the old base because I wanted to tap it on the lodestone, and that way we would always know which way is home. Hop in here. So if you take a compass and you tap it on a lodestone, ooh, I didn't even realize there was an advancement. That's great. So yeah, you'll notice the compass always points to the lodestone now. That way we'll never ever get lost, even if we end up in some weird part of the world and we don't have a map. We can just use the compass to get some directions, head on back home. All right, enough dilly-dallying. I've got my maps, I've got some water-breathing potions, I've got some TNT. Let's go find an ocean monument. Okay, here we go. First, ocean monument. Let's come down into the water just a little bit over here. We don't have to deal with guardians and all that. So, once you get close to an ocean monument, you're going to get mining fatigue, and that makes it so that you can't break blocks. And one way you can overcome that is just drink lots of milk. But the problem with that is if you're doing things like water breathing, the milk takes that away too. So how do you overcome the mining fatigue? Well, one way is to TNT your way in there. So rather than mining, just blow it up. But TNT doesn't work very well underwater. And usually what I do is I surround the TNT with slime blocks. But I'm going to try something different today that I learned very recently. I learned that if you put TNT down and then you put a bit of sand on top of it, when it turns into an entity, it tricks it and blows up like normal. So we're going to give that a shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my TNT, I'm going to grab my sand, and there's basically 3 places to find the Elder Guardians. Right at the tippy top, and then there's these 2 kind of arms that stick out on either side of the entrance. Right underneath each of those, that's where you can find them. So I think what we're going to do is we'll drink some water breathing, and then we will blow up the top, get in there, kill the Elder Guardian, and then move on to the next one. All right, wish me luck. Okay, put that down, put that on top, grab our flint, see how it dropped down, and boom, worked like a charm. There's our guy. Got that mining fatigue. Ooh, hits hard. Ooh, I'm gonna get beat up here if I don't heal up. Okay, let's get my equipment out here. Grab my trident, put my sword away. Oh no, I have the mining fatigue. Shoot. Oh well, we'll just have to go kill the other Elder Guardians. Okay, I still haven't seen an armor trim yet. Oh, hello. Didn't get any armor trims from that one. I wonder if somehow we had loaded this one. But also, I don't know if every single Elder Guardian drops an armor trim. Well, I'm going to wait for my mining fatigue to fade away and then go get my ender chest back. And then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, here's another ocean monument. Let's kind of get organized here, and we'll give this one a shot as well. Okay, flying way down to a different part of the ocean here so that I can check out and see what's going on with my Elder Guardian loot. That's weird. All right, let's drink some water breathing. Great. Grab our flint and steel. And let's give this one a shot. So here's an interesting thing I learned. I had a data pack installed that's called More Mob Heads. I get it over on the Vanilla Tweaks website. And what it does is it allows mobs to drop their heads. So you can see here the Elder Guardian head gets dropped when I kill him. But somehow that messed with the loot table. So you can see here I killed 3 Elder Guardians. One of them gave me a head. Once I removed that pack, the other 2 gave me the armor trims. So if you have the More Mob Heads installed, it seems to override the armor trim template. Just an interesting thing. I'll see if I can let those guys know over there who do the developing. But All that to say, we finally got a couple of the tied armor trims. Okay, let's go ahead and fill out the rest of this map edge that we almost completed last episode, and then we'll head back to base. Then pop on up here to our armor trim room. And we'll grab our tied armor trims and we will pop them in here with the rest of them. Let's go ahead and run up to the map room and put our maps away. I think it might be that one. This one here is this one. Nope. One. This guy, I think, goes here. Yep. And so this one's going to go up in that corner. Nice. Very cool. Well, we didn't find tons of the armor trims, but we did find a couple, and we can duplicate them if we get more diamonds. So that might be a better way to spend some of our time, is doing some mining so we can come up with more diamonds and just duplicate them. And like I said, I don't love them all anyway, so it's not like I need a full set of each. It'd just be nice to collect one of each at the very minimum so we had a full set. To wrap things up today, I think I want to put together a couple of those bits of pottery that we've found. I'm not sure exactly where all they're going to go yet. You know, we could probably put some in our bedroom, some down in the library. There's a few places that need decoration. Let's see if we grab... Where do I put the bricks? Here's some bricks. So I lined them all up here, and these are the ones that we only have one of. So skull, blade, and arms up. We've got 2 of the mourner, 2 of the angler, 3 of the snort, 3 of the archer, 3 of the prize, and 4 of the explorer. The mourner seems to have kind of like the warden on it, it looks like. The angler is obviously a fishing rod. The snort looks kind of like a sniffer. The archer is a bow and an arrow in there. This prize, it looks sort of like a diamond. And then the explorer, I think, is supposed to be like a flag. So very cool. I think what I want to do is use one of the rare ones that we've found so far. So we're going to grab arms up. And then maybe we'll put some of the more common ones around it, like so. Let's hop into a crafting table. We're going to put that guy on the front. Let's put the archer on the back, explorer and the prize. And there we did it. If I put it down, it should have the arms up facing me. Yep. And then we can walk around it and we can see the explorer. Oh, maybe it's a map is what an explorer is instead of a flag. A bow and arrow. and the prize. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I'm excited to put a bunch of these together. I think these two obviously will be kind of special ones like this until we find more of them. And then some of these other ones we'll just use as accents on the sides and maybe on the back. I really like that. That's very cool. Between episodes, I'm going to work on gathering up some resources. That way we can focus on decorating this place, focus on getting some farms built, focus on getting some things off of the wall of tasks, and next episode we'll spend a little bit more time exploring. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.